Hello, Trenada.
Hi,
Why don't you first tell me your name and your program?
my name is Trenada Coke and my program is MCLA.
How did you hear about UMA?
Me and my daughter came to the school and we decided that we wanted to do some kind of career change. So we decided to pick a school that was kind of close to our home. So and we thought about this one and we just came in and spoke to a representative here and basically we just signed up the first day we came. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so it was pretty cool.
And how did you hear about UMA? Did you just drive
Um,
past it, or?
Yeah, we just drove by. We were just riding by, and it was next to the workforce place. And
Mm-hmm.
so we said, well, we're going to go check in there and see what's going on. And that's basically how we came
Oh,
here.
wow, cool.
Yes.
And why did you choose to go into healthcare?
Because I have done construction for 12 years, and I decided that I was tired of construction and I wanted to do a different thing. I've also went to school for Everest for business administrative, and I just wanted something that basically where I can be me and be a people person. So, and I decided to take medical. That's what I like doing.
Okay,
Yes.
that's great. Why did you? I'm sorry. Was it hard to get back into school?
No, no, it wasn't hard to get back in school since I was already going to Everest. Um, so when I came here, I just started right away, like a week later. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Did you finish at Everest, or?
No, I didn't finish at Everest. I still have 30% to complete there. So my plan is still to finish that
Mm.
once I get established and get my degree, and then I have both of those on me. But I'm still working in the medical field. I like this.
Okay, awesome. Well, I want to hear more about that.
Yes.
What did you like most about UMA?
The most I like about UMA, oh, I had a favorite teacher.
Really?
Oh yes, my teacher. She was so awesome.
Who was that?
Miss Owens. Miss Owens was one of my favorites because she motivated us a lot. She made sure that we wasn't bored in the class. She made sure that we understood what we needed to do. So everything that we done in her class, she had fun with us. She taught us, but she made sure that we learned everything that we needed to learn. And also, besides that, she made sure that she prayed with us. So that was the best thing because a lot of times we don't have instructors that kind of kind of be with their class, but she made sure that that we don't have to be discouraged. So
Okay, great.
yeah.
Did you have study sessions with other classmates or things like that?
No, I don't think I had any other study sessions with any other classes, but among the classmates in my class, we kind of like got into group sessions,
Oh,
and we had those. But
okay.
we didn't have like outside class study
Okay.
sessions.
Um, how are the instructors?
All the instructors, I'm sorry, all the instructors were good. But like I said, it's always gonna be a favorite. But they taught real well. I still learned. I still kept up my GPA. Everything that I needed to know, I got it, and I made it out of there. So I was happy.
Was it hard to do well in the classes?
I had a rough time, like my last mod, because I was trying to go to work at the same time and go to school. So I basically had a rough time during that time. But other than that, I still made it through. I kind of got tired working nights and then getting off from work and only resting like maybe 2 hours. So I came in and I still, I was just motivated to get it done and I didn't want to just quit. So I said this time I'm just going to go straight through without giving up. So
That's a motivation.
yes, I really did. I made it. It was hard and it was hard to kind of like get my studies in, but I made those and I made my grades also. So
Did you complete the course with your daughter?
no, actually, my daughter, she didn't get to finish. She was going for dental. She didn't get to finish because she was on nights, so she didn't get to finish. But she wanted to come back.
Okay,
So,
nice. What was the hardest thing about UMA?
the hardest thing I think was learning. I think the clinical part because you have to know everything that you learn within all those months, and if you hadn't had it down pat from all the months that you had your mods, then you wouldn't know it during your clinicals because every teacher is different. Every teacher is going to talk to you different. And so I think that was kind of the hardest part. And if you didn't know any acronyms or anything like that for as during those classes, you're not going to be able to pass clinicals. So it was rough.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I think clinicals is like the hardest.
Is that after the course studies and
Yes.
then there's clinicals?
Yes, that's the last mod.
Okay.
That's the very last mod.
Okay. Um, did you do an externship?
I did excellent on my externship. I got a 100 on my externship.
Wow, congrats.
Thank you. I worked at Dr. Patori's office, which is Convenient Medical and Health, and it was urgent care, so I got to learn everything there, from being with the patient into pap smears, drawing blood, giving injections, even with x-ray. I even got to do that. I did front desk and back office. Front and back office, I'm sorry. And so everything I learned from him and another medical assistant that went to UMA here. And I also learned from his wife, Dr. Patori's wife. So they were really appreciated. And they gave me a reference, recommendation.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yes, I got to have a recommendation.
And did you learn a lot during that externship?
Yes, I learned a lot. Things that we were taught here at school, we wasn't taught in the office. They did everything different. So everybody do things different in every workplace. So I was kind of not used to doing the way they operated, but I had to adjust. But I still use my own skills, what I was taught here, because I was more comfortable with what I was taught here at UMA. So.
Okay. And last question, what are your plans for the future and in healthcare?
My plans for the future is to continue with more education. I want to continue my education to become maybe a nurse, someday. I don't want to just, like I said, I love helping people. That's my compassion. I have a big compassion for people. So I'm always happy. Everybody, love me as far as my smile, and they know my personality. I have a great personality, so when I'm around people, I try to make the best. I'm not always this sad person. But also, when it comes down to my future, I want to make sure that my family is happy. I can be there for my family. And basically just to make sure that I'm happy. Because if without that, you have nothing. So my plans going back into school, coming back to school to further my education, that's going to be awesome.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.